Hey there, this is Matteo from Spot Milano, and today we're in the Certosa neighborhood, more precisely in via Garignano. You need to show you a whole apartment with kitchen, bedroom, living room, bathroom and 2 balconies, which is located on the first floor, just a slightly elevated one, as we do have the ground floor just slightly elevated. It is accessible only through the stairs that you can see just behind me. So now let's just go ahead and let me show you around. So as we walk in, we have this little entrance hall, on which we find the kitchen immediately on the right hand side, with the access to the balcony. While proceeding through this other little corridor, we have the bathroom in front of us and the bedroom on the right with the access to the second balcony. So we just quickly begin our tour from here. This is a double bedroom, fully furnished as you can tell. So we find these 2 single beds with their little bedside tables. We do have 2 separate desks, each of them with their own armchair. So the first one here and the second one in this corner. So this is a perfect accommodation for students, so you can work and study from home. We are indeed not too far from the Bobisa Polytechnical campus, which is just 20 minutes away. Up there we have the air conditioning unit, a spare table, while in that other corner we find a standalone wardrobe with double doors. It's pretty tall and deep, so very spacious, both at the top and at the bottom. And as we mentioned, through these French doors, just behind these curtains, we access the first of the 2 balconies of the apartment. This is the largest one. It's pretty spacious indeed, and the whole apartment is an interior one, so we're overlooking this interior private street. So the access to our complex is just over there at the end, where we also have the reception service. And down here, as you can see, we also have a private parking available. So in case you own a car, this is very convenient. Public transport wise, we do have the bus line number 40 stopping just out of your doorstep, which connects you to Uruguay, the underground stop of line number 1, as well as to the Certosa Passante train station, which is a very quick connection to the city center and Garibaldi. So over here in the corridor we have a built-in wardrobe in which we find a washing machine. While turning to the right, we access the bathroom itself, which has a built-in mirror in the door. On the left-hand side, we have a box shower with these pocket doors. This is very spacious. And on the side, we find both of the toilets, the water and bidet. On the opposite end, there's a large sink with its mirror here on the top. A little window, still on the interior side for ventilation. And there's a cabinet underneath the sink where you can store the hygiene products. On the side we have a hanger for the towels, which are provided with the apartment. We do have a supermarket just in the very next street, so that's very convenient as well. As for the kitchen, up here we have the freezer, and immediately underneath there's the fridge. Pretty spacious itself. On the kitchen counter we have a double sink. On top of it we find the rack to dry your plates after washing, and this is just some of the equipment which comes with the apartment. You can see some more in this other cabinet, including several plates and glasses. Continuing, we have this large fan on top of the gas stove, and directly underneath we also have the oven. This last cupboard hides the dishwasher, which is pretty large. On top of it we have a little flat screen TV, a cupboard up here where you can store the food, while this other door hides a little cupboard which you can use for storage. We do have the ironing board as well as the rack to dry your clothes after washing. In this side we have a large table with 4 seats. While still looking at the kitchen counter, in here we find a large set of drawers, including all the cutlery, still coming with the apartment. There's a cutting board, so you will find all the necessary for cooking indeed. Here we have just another cupboard with several shelvings and a cupboard there on the top, and there's also another one on top of the table. But as we mentioned, through this other French door we access the second and smaller balcony, which is still on the interior side. So that's just the one belonging to the bedroom. We're still overlooking this very nice and quiet private street. So overall, very nice accommodation, very spacious with plenty of shared spaces. It can accommodate 2 people. It is very convenient if you're living or working around the Certosa neighborhood, and also if you're orbiting around the Politecnico campus, Bovisa. We do have several connections to the city center, as we mentioned, including the line number 1 from Uruguay, which you can reach in just 5 minutes with bus line number 40. And beside that you have the Passante train line from Milano Certosa, which takes you directly to the city center. And with this we showed you everything, so thanks for watching and see you next time. Ciao ciao!